Exam Scholar, Real Estate Edition.
Question 1. Prior to the sale of a subdivision, a subdivider must show proof to the real estate commissioner that A. Utilities, water, gas and lights will be on the property. B. Fill on the lots will not exceed 24 inches in depth. C. Parcels of land will be used for the purpose stated. D. Assessment bonds will not be used for off-site improvements. Answer: C. The real estate commissioner is very much concerned that parcels of land in a subdivision be capable of being used for the purposes stated in the final report. The parcels may be sold without utilities, as long as they were not included in the report filed by the subdivider. Assessment bonds would be for sewers, street lights, curbs, etc. Question 2. Abel sold 6 unencumbered properties to Baker. Part of the purchase price is a loan made by Abel that is secured by a deed of trust on the 6 properties. This document is A. A quitclaim deed. B. A blanket encumbrance. C. An all-exclusive trust deed. D. A reconveyance deed. Answer: B. A blanket encumbrance is created when more than one property is placed as security for a note and trust deed. 6 properties are security for a single note and deed of trust, therefore it is a blanket encumbrance. Question 3. An employee of a corporate licensed as a real estate broker that is working as a member of the corporate sales staff. A. Does not require a real estate salesperson's license. B. Must be a licensed real estate broker. C. Must be a licensed real estate salesperson or broker. D. Does not require a real estate license provided that person is an officer of the corporation. Answer: C. All sales staff members employed by a licensed real estate corporation must have some form of a license, either a salesperson or a broker. Question 4. In addition to certain municipal or county regulations which apply to the construction of a subdivision, such as zoning laws and the State Map Act, other government regulations may be imposed upon the subdivision by A. Fire and building safety laws. B. The Department of Real Estate. C. Governmental lending agencies such as FHA and the VA. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All 3 choices may impose additional regulations which apply to the construction of a subdivision. Question 5. In the event the parties to a bulk sale do not comply with the provisions of the bulk sales law as outlined in the Uniform Commercial Code, the party that would probably be injured the most would be the A. Seller. B. Buyer. C. Creditor. D. Lender. Answer: B. When the parties to a bulk sale do not comply with the bulk sales law, any outstanding creditor may step in and invalidate the sale and take the goods and have them sold to satisfy the debt. The only recourse the buyer has is to chase down the seller who has probably left the country. Question 6. Property management, appraisal, financing, and development are all examples of A. Factors affecting demand. B. Specializations within the real estate industry. C. Non-real estate professions. D. Activities requiring broker management and supervision. Answer: B. All are specializations in the field of real estate. Appraisal and financing do not require real estate broker supervision. Question 7. A major manufacturer of automobiles announces that it will relocate one of its factories, along with 2,000 employees, to Smallville. What effect will this announcement likely have on Smallville's housing market? A. Houses will be likely to become less expensive as a result of the announcement. B. Houses will likely become more expensive as a result of the announcement. C. Because the announcement involves an issue of demographics, not of supply and demand, housing prices will stay the same. D. The announcement involves an industrial property, residential housing will not be affected. Answer. V. The expected arrival of 2,000 employees and their families in a small town will cause sellers to raise their prices in expectation of the greatly increased demand and the long time it takes to build new housing. It becomes a seller's market and the many buyers will have to compete for the few houses available. Question 8. Which of the following, when authorized by the broker, could make a withdrawal from the broker's trust account? A. No one can ever withdraw money from the broker's trust account except the broker. V. Any employee, as long as the broker is incorporated. C. Any unlicensed employee provided that the employee is covered by a surety bond protecting the broker. D. Any of the broker's licensees. Answer. C. By law, anyone other than the broker, such as a clerical employee, must be bonded in order to be able to withdraw funds from the trust account. Question 9. A lender of money on real property should be relatively certain that his mortgage is an enforceable lien. He can best accomplish this by A. Recording the transaction. B. A title insurance policy. C. Providing for an acceleration clause. D. A physical inspection of the property. Answer. B. The title policy would guarantee to the lender that there were no prior liens on the property. If any did arise at a later date, the title company would protect the lender at that time. Question 10. After the due date, Abel makes a payment on a mortgage loan. By statute, the payment on the loan is considered late when received by the lender on A. The first day after the due date. B. The 5th day after the due date. C. The 10th day after the due date. D. After the 10th day after the due date. Answer. D. By statute. Most lenders allow longer, i.e., 15 days, but this law establishes the minimum.
Exam Scholar, Real Estate Edition.